He killed their 9-week-old son, but Kristen Rader says that she still loves the man who did it.
Austin Morris, her husband, pleaded guilty to murder and was sentenced to 15 years to life. In a story you will see only on 9, Butler and Warren County reporter Jay Warren talked to Rader today. Jay.
Well, it's been a largely bright afternoon for the folks here in this Fairfield neighborhood, but for one single mother, as you say, a very dark cloud hangs over her life now. Her 9-week-old son is dead, her husband the killer. Today, Kristen Rader showed me photos taken in the hospital room during the last minutes of her son Benny's life.
This is as we were taking him off life support at that point.
It was yesterday she wept in court as she listened about the injuries her husband inflicted on their child.
And I was really surprised by the lack of emotion that he had. Like, he didn't cry, he didn't look upset at all.
She hadn't seen her husband in months, and when she saw Austin Morris in court, she said he looked the way she remembered him.
I loved him. I still love him. I'm so conflicted about it.
He says he threw his son Benny out of frustration because Benny wouldn't take a bottle. She explains that there was conflict between them leading up to that.
We had been arguing a couple days earlier because Benny had fallen out of his swing on Austin's watch because it was like my first day back to work. So Austin had both the kids. He put Benny in the swing, didn't strap him in, and so he kind of just like wiggled out.
Benny hit his head, and Kristen said Austin initially lied about it. It would be a few days later that Austin Morris threw his son across the room, causing the injuries that eventually killed little Benny.
We should have just not been together, pretty much. I think after Benny was born, we should have just split up. He's just always been very manipulative, very, possessive.
Did he want Benny?
He was a surprise, but honestly, there was that doubt to him that Benny wasn't even his kid.
Now, Austin Morris was sentenced to 15 years to life in prison. Kristen donated some of little Benny's organs so that he might live on. Jay Warren, 9 on your side, Fairfield.